Today I'm going to walk you through the first dispute letter you must send to get anything removed off your credit report. This is part 2 in my credit disputing series. If you have not watched this video yet, please make sure to watch it first. It walks you through the steps you must take first before you start sending out any dispute letters, or you're going to waste your time and most items will come back as verified. You must first update all your personal information to make sure it's reporting correctly, like your name, date of birth, social, and you want to have just your current address showing, which means you have removed any other previous addresses on your credit report. After your personal information is removed or updated, you want to start freezing third parties that house your information. When you start disputing to the bureaus, they are trying to validate your derogatory accounts through your personal info. They get this information through your credit report or through third parties that house this info. So by freezing these third parties, it prevents the bureaus from accessing this information, so it helps your chances with disputing. So you need to go online and freeze these accounts: LexisNexis, Innovis, SageStream, and ARS. The first line of validation for any request will be your personal info, meaning they are just trying to attach that certain item, which can be a credit card or a collection, to your name, social, birthday, or essentially any part of your personal information. Remember, you want as little information on your credit report that can link anything to you. So taking these steps first is really important to set yourself up for success in the dispute process. So now once you've taken those steps, it's time to send out your first dispute letter. So pull up the current credit report that you're using through Identity IQ or annualcreditreport.com or whatever resource you're using. Now we want to focus on your derogatory accounts, like late payments, collections, or charge-offs that are listed out on your credit report that you want to remove or update. Let me walk you through exactly what these types of derogatory accounts are and what they mean. If you have a 30 or 60 day late on an account that is open or recently paid off and closed, you want to remove that late payment and update it as current. You're not trying to remove that full account if it's open and active. You're just wanting to remove the late payment and continue making those payments on time. Along with listing this account on your first dispute letter, you are always wanting to immediately call the creditor, ask for a goodwill deletion, getting them on the phone, explaining why you were late, that it won't happen again, and to update it as current. The other types of derogatory items that you will see on your credit report are collections and charge-offs. I want to go over what the difference is between the two. A charge-off is when you're 180 days late on an account and it'll eventually close and charge off, meaning that the company has written off this debt and decided that they do not think they'll receive any money on this. So they will either try and collect on it themselves, or they will sell this debt to a collection agency who now owns the debt and they will try and collect on it. If they do decide to sell this debt to a collection agency, this debt now becomes a collection, and now this debt will show as 2 different derogatory accounts on your credit report. It should show as a $0 balance from the original creditor, say Capital One, and now a collection agency will appear on your credit report, say ABC Collection Agency, reporting the owed balance. It's important to note that during this dispute process to try to not answer any phone calls from these collection agencies. You do not want to validate any debt or give them any information about yourself or the debt over the phone. They are recording these calls and will use anything you say against you. If you do validate it, they now know who you are, this is your correct phone number, that the debt is yours, and they will continue to call you and update your credit report with any info that you give them. So if the collection agency does call and says, "Is this Tom Smith?" just say, "Who's asking?" They will tell you they are calling from ABC Collections and trying to collect on this XYZ bill. Just say, "That does not sound familiar. I don't think you have the right person on the line. But if you can give me this info, I can see if anyone in this household knows anything about this account." They will now have to send the information to you via mail within 5 days of you asking about it. So they will mail all this info on this account so you can use this information to compare it to your credit report. So now you want to compare the info that they provided to you with your current credit report. You want to nitpick the report and see if your name is spelled correctly, the amount is correct, the date opened is correct, balance due, date of last payment. Basically, any information that's listed out on that account. You want to compare it to the credit report. If there's anything that is inaccurately reporting, then that gives you the right to get it removed. Remember, even if the debt is yours, you are not disputing that. The item must be reporting 100% accurately or it needs to be removed. So go through your report, see any information that you have on these collections or charge-offs. Go through and compare to see what error is reporting and what action you want them to take, like removing the account or updating it. So now we can start creating our letters. This is the letter you'll be using, so make sure to screenshot it so you can use it. We are sending out our round 1 validation letter to each 3 of the bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. We're including a picture of your driver's license, your social, and proof of residence with these letters. You're listing out the account name, the account number, the error in reporting, and what action you want done, whether for them to remove it or update it. That's it. Keep it simple, concise, to the point. Remember, this is you sending these letters to the bureaus. So say it in your voice, what you want done, and try and change up the wording on any template that you're using to make it yours. Pro tip, it's important to note you do not need to send out different letters to remove different types of accounts, like late payments, collections, and charge-offs. You are just simply listing out all of these accounts on the same letter. The account name, account number, error in reporting, and what action you're wanting done. So for a collection, it would look like this. XYZ company, account number, and then you would say, this account opening date should be showing as this, and it's reporting like this. So please remove this account due to inaccurate reporting. For a late payment, it would look like this. XYZ company, account number, and then this account is showing a 30-day late for October of 2022. I was late because of this illness. I provided documents and spoke with your dispute team, and they said they would remove it. Please update this late payment as current. Or you would say, I was never late on this payment. Here's the proof of payment. Please remove this late payment and update it as current. So you're going to continue this process for all of the accounts that are derogatory and you want to be removed, listing them out one by one on the 3 letters to the bureaus. It's important to have a tri-merge credit report because all 3 credit bureaus work independently. They're privately owned and will not be displaying the same accounts or the same information. So some collections may be reporting to just one of the bureaus or to all 3. If there is no error in reporting, you still want to list out your derogatory account and that you do not recognize this account. You would like it to be investigated and removed if it's not reporting accurately. The creditors only have 30 days to get back to the bureaus, and a lot of time they do not get their act together to respond, so the item will be removed. Once you send out these 3 letters, you're gonna wait 30 days for your results, and we will go over how to read these results and what to do next in part 2 of the series. Once again, my name is Ari Gruman. Make sure to watch this video right here where I walk you through the next letter to send, which will be your second round of disputes in my credit disputing series.